So in this video, I want to show you how important transitions are in music licensing or in music for media in general. Now, transitions are just all of these effects, backward effects or reverse effects, if you will, or sounds or sound design. And it just helps move your track or your music composition from one section to another. Let's say that it's a verse section and we're going into the chorus section. So there's some transitions that are very crucial when it comes down to composition for music licensing, especially when it comes down to TV and anything that requires a little bit of excitement when going from one section to another. Now, this is a perfect example, this track that I'm working on. This is a crime TV track. If you've been following me, you know that I'm really lately really into it and learning a lot about this type of genre. And it's a fantastic example, and that's why I'm doing this video today. I want to show you the transitions in this particular track. Even though it's a very minimal track, I want to show you how the transitions work wonderful. I'm still building this track as we speak. So let me just play it to you very quickly so you can see how from section A to B it changes and all of these effects going on when it comes down to transition. So here we go. So I'm still building this track like I mentioned to you. It's very important to notice that between the intro and going into the part with the drum comps, there are all these little sound designs, if you will. So I have this little effect here going on. I have a few hits which help emphasize the transition. And these are the effects more or less as it is for now. On its own, this could be a stinger. And if you don't know what a stinger is, I have done a video about that. I'll leave the link in the description so you can check out how to make a stinger. And then again. So those are the transitions, and this is a very unique track when it comes down to transitions, because this type of music needs this kind of effect, and that's why I'm showing it to you. But this applies to any type of music style. When it comes down to music licensing, I mean, without the transitions, if you want to hear it, and without those little sound effects, it's just very dry when it comes from one section to another. So this is what it will sound like without any transition. Nothing wrong with it, but the transitions is what makes the changes from one section to another of the music part come to life. And obviously I'm still building this. I think I'm gonna put some other instruments or elements, or maybe some different a little bit more of a sound design, I guess, if I can indulge in it. It's a very minimal track. I don't want to really overdo it too much. And with this kind of tracks, the idea is to keep it as simple as possible. And I try to focus on this particular track. I try to focus a lot on the drums and the percussion, and almost like a tribal kind of vibe, and really emphasize on the transition, so it could be very spooky, if you will, or very intense, and still keeping that theme of TV, drama, crime, investigation, something, some suspense, something, maybe pursuit as well. And try to self myself limitations. I said I'm not going to add any strings, for example, in this particular track. So I try to work with limitations, and I try to set myself boundaries. So I said it's going to be purely percussion or drums, if you will, and I'm not going to use any strings and see what I can come up with. So that's another technique when it comes down to writing music and composition. Set yourself limitations, and this helps you work with what you already have. So I already have the main character of the track, if you will, and I'm looking to maybe add maybe just one more element. I don't know what that element is going to be. Maybe some piano melodies here and there. I don't know, we'll have to see, but it will have to be something very unconventional, or maybe more atmosphere as well. But for now, it is what it is, and the transitions is what makes the track come alive from one section to another. So again, transitions is a very, very crucial element in music composition for music licensing. And you know, you will hear this a lot on corporate tracks, that symbol going backwards. And there's many ways to do this. You can as well do this with instruments, reverse the instrument or the chord that is coming like backwards, if you will. And let me know if this is something that interests you. I can probably do a video about it. I have covered this topic before, for sure, when it comes down to transitions and reverse instruments and backward instruments and whatnot, and reverse samples as well. So obviously this particular style of music requires more than just one, because I wanted to make it very epic, if you will. So I have a few reverse effects going on, and a few splashes, and a few hits as well, musical hits, like with percussions and kick drums and whatnot. So it could be very powerful, and it will have an impact with when the whole transition is happening. And because it's a drum track, I really want to have a hit in the face, if you will. And the important thing is, when doing this type of music and mixing it as well, I have it at very low volume. So it has to be powerful at low volumes as well. I have to feel the energy. I don't need to crank it up that much, especially at this time of the day. Here in Greece, many people are sleeping. And I'm not supposed to be doing music that loud. So anyways, I hope this video finds you well. I hope you're doing fantastic today. Today is a little bit more of a sunny day here in Greece. It's been very dark for the last few days, so I don't know if this track really fits the mood of the day. But again, thanks a lot for the love and support. Thanks for subscribing, and as always, rock and roll, and here's to your success.